Welcome to Growing Palmetto. I'm your host, Sam Felder, 4-H Camp Director for 1890 Extension at South Carolina State University. Our mission is to innovate, educate, and elevate the quality of life and raise the standard of living for all South Carolinians. And we accomplish this mission through the 5 program areas in 1890 Research and Extension. Those program areas are community and economic development, education, innovation and support, family nutrition and health, sustainable agriculture and natural resources, and of course, 4-H youth development. And as 4-H Camp Director for 1890 South Carolina State Extension, I'm excited about today's episode because it will feature highlights from our 2024 summer camp. South Carolina State 4-H was quite busy this summer, offering a variety of camps across the state, including this year, we offered the 1890 Explorers Camp, which exposes campers to our programmatic areas while also integrating other exciting hands-on experiences. Our most popular camp, the 4-H Residential Camp, offers a traditional camping experience with activities such as swimming and paddle boating, archery, and a daring ropes course. Bulldog Ag Immersion boasts an unforgettable experience where campers reside on a working farm operated by our partner, the South Carolina Governors School of Agriculture at John Della Howe in McCormick, South Carolina. South Carolina State was pleased to be a host again for the national camp, AgDiscovery, in which teens from across the country partake in an exciting adventure of self-discovery and agriculture exploration in plant and animal science, as well as agribusiness. We host this camp in partnership with the United States Department of Agriculture, Animal and Plant Health and Inspection Services. And if that was not enough, we added 2 new camps this summer. The 4-H Teen Civic Engagement, which educated students on the political process and the importance of voting, vibing with food and fitness, a healthy cooking and physical fitness camp. In all, we held 28 camps for ages 7 through 17. So as you can see, we were definitely on the go, but the smiles of our campers made it worthwhile. All right, stay tuned. We'll return to Growing Palmetto after a quick break.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Welcome back to South Carolina State PSA's Growing Palmetto. We're here today at the Camp Daniels, where I actually began my career as a camp counselor in the 80s. And now I'm back in 2024 serving as a camp director. 1890 Extension camp season just wrapped up, and campers explored components of 1890 program areas. We'll begin with the camp that kicked off the season, the 1890 Explorers Camp. This camp was held in 6 regions throughout the state, which included 17 counties in South Carolina. 1890 Explorers Camp introduced our campers to healthy eating practices and educated youth on agriculture and natural resources. Let's go to our 4-H agents, Whitney Anderson and Pam Kellogg.
Thank you, Sam. Hi, my name is Whitney Anderson. I'm the 4-H youth agent in the coastal region.
And my name is Dr. Kellogg, and I am the 4-H youth development agent for Santee Wateree.
And I'll be talking to you guys about 1890 Explorers Camp. The 1890 Explorers Camp is just as it sounds. It gave students and youth a chance to explore a different number of concepts. And every day there was something different.
One of the activities the students were introduced to was drones. They learned the parts and the function, they built and they flew the drones. Another component for the 1890 Explorers Camp was the healthy lifestyles, where they had hands-on experiences where they learned to make fruit-infused water and they learned to make parfaits.
A few other things that they learned about was beekeeping. So we had a day where I dressed up like a bee. The kids got to come out and see the different parts of the hive and how the bees move around and get their jobs done. 1890 Explorers Camp, we have a few different focus areas. So like today they're working on health and nutrition. Yesterday was agriculture. The day before was STEM. They'll have a CED focus where they're doing financial literacy. So it's introducing these kids to these different concepts and giving them new ways and ideas to interact with them, showing them careers that you can have in them, and just literally giving them opportunities to explore the different interests that they may have and different focus areas that 1890 has to offer as well. Day to day at 1890 Explore H Camp looks like the kids are coming in. During drop off, they are put into their different groups by age areas. So they have like their little teams. So they're separated into their teams, and then they do a team bonding activity, something really fun like a relay race or something like that. Then they sit and they eat breakfast. Then once they do that, they are separated into their breakout groups or their teams again, and then they will work on whatever the focus area is.
So the curriculum that we used was entitled Choose Health, Food, Fun, Fitness. So the purpose of the curriculum is to target behaviors that are important for preventing childhood obesity and chronic diseases. So today we learned about healthy drinks, and the students learned about go slow and stop drinks. And then we also learned about nutrition labels and how to find different things on the labels.
There's some cool activities, and they help us to do stuff, and the counselors are nice.
I feel like 1890 Explorers Camp is beneficial to all genders and all races because it shows a way of different agriculture, community, and development. 4-H, it gives everybody experience to experience everything in just one little week of Explorers Camp.
I like the Explorers Camp because we always have something to do, and there's a swimming pool, basketball court, it's fun.
Thank you, SC State 1890.
Thank you, SC State 1890.
I think most importantly, I love connections, so I think new connections with people who they may have not felt comfortable talking to. They've been put in these groups with them, they're interacting differently, so definitely new connections, new concepts of different things going on. Like Monday we brought in a beekeeper and the kids got to see the bees, and so a lot of them are now no longer scared of bees. So new perspective to life and STEM, as well as just this excitement for wanting to constantly go and explore new things. Like we've given them this confidence that it's okay to mess up, it's okay to not know things, but walking away from this camp feeling like I can explore it, it's okay if I fail, and I learned something from it.
I'm Dr. Pamela Kellogg.
And I'm Whitney Anderson.
Now back to you, Sam.
As you can see, the 1890 Extension Explorers Camp developed life skills for our youth. And it was only the beginning of our adventurous camp season. The 4-H residential camp was a hit among nearly the 100 campers who attended. Let's hear the exciting things that took place from our friendly 4-H agents from across the state. Now to you, Natasha.
Thanks, Sam. If it's not fun, it's not 4-H. Hi, I'm Latasha Gibson, 4-H agent in the Low Country region. Horseback riding, arts and crafts, food demonstrations, swimming, and tubing in Lake Marion made for a fun-filled week at 4-H Residential Camp. Campers at 4-H Residential Camp met new friends and honed in on their independent skills. For some, this was the first time away from home, but for others, they had a great time. For me, as a 4-H agent, I enjoyed watching how the kids transform from that shy child away from home for the first time to that child who wants to come back to camp on next summer. Now back to you, Sam.
Thanks, Latasha. Youth ventured to the South Carolina Governor's School of Agriculture at John Della Howe in the upstate region located in McCormick, South Carolina for a Bulldog Ag immersion camp. And as we can see, this photo here is one of our photos that we had during the 80s at Camp Daniels. And I don't know who this young man here is, but they tell me that's Sam Felder, so I guess that's me then and now. Now let's hear from Kalia Woods, 4-H agent from the upstate region.
Thanks, Sam. Hi, I'm Kalia Woods, and I'm the 4-H agent for the Upstate region. Bulldog Ag Immersion Camp introduced rising 9th through 11th grade campers to all things agriculture. This year's Bulldog Ag Immersion Camp included campers from every region that we serve. The campers experienced beekeeping, horseback riding, learned how to operate a tractor, and try their hand at welding. They also traveled to the South Carolina Botanical Gardens, where campers explored multiple nature trails. Following the trip to the Botanical Gardens, the campers traveled to a goat farm where they learned about milk production and breeding. This camp proved to be a very memorable experience for campers. Following the closing ceremony, campers expressed how they wish the camp was longer and can't wait to return next year. Back to you, Sam.
Let's get right back into the show with AgDiscovery, another favorite of our youth. 17 students representing 9 states resided on the campus of South Carolina State University for 2 weeks. During AgDiscovery, students explored careers in the agricultural sciences with a focus on plant and animal sciences. Students gained hands-on experience through field trips, including a behind-the-scenes tour at Riverbank Zoo. Let's hear from some of the AgDiscovery campers and parents.
The South Carolina State University 1890 Research and Extension AgDiscovery Camp draws students from across the nation. United by their passion for agriculture and discovery, participants journey thousands of miles to converge in South Carolina. The transformative camp experience was marked by a culminating ceremony where students reflected on their profound encounters and learning.
You know, I learned a lot about just like conventional agriculture practices in South Carolina. I think what I learned on this camp will really help me determine what I want to do in the future, because I want to do something to help the environment, and agriculture is a big, that's a big factor in helping the environment.
Throughout the camp, participants engaged in enriching activities such as visits to the prestigious Governor's School, serene botanical gardens, invigorating horseback rides, and explorations of various farms. Students ventured to the historically significant Penn Center and visited the iconic Barefoot Farms on St. Helena Island. Students reflected on their experiences, highlighted the invaluable friendships, and the newfound knowledge that will guide their future pursuits in agriculture.
Pretty much all the trips, I learned a lot from all of them. The horses really taught me how maybe horticulture isn't the field for me, maybe more animal science.
Educational and impactful. These are 2 key terms parents use to describe their child's experience with AgDiscovery.
But this program, I felt it covered everything from with nature, and also they got to learn things, and they also had the career opportunities which they could take forward in their life.
The camp's curriculum emphasized hands-on learning, fostering a deep appreciation for sustainable farming practices and the role of agriculture in shaping communities. The South Carolina State AgDiscovery stands as a beacon of excellence in agricultural education, inspiring students from coast to coast to envision a brighter, more sustainable future for agriculture.
It was exciting. We've never been to South Carolina before, and our son has never been here either. And it was just a good opportunity to learn about a new region and agriculture at the same time.
As you can see, AgDiscovery shapes a brighter future for young scholars. Vince Proctor reporting for 1890 Research and Extension.
Welcome back. Youth ages 11 through 13 participate in our 4-H Vibing with Food and Fitness Camp. Cameron King, 4-H agent for the Midland region, will share what students learn. Cameron?
Thanks, Sam. Hello, my name is Cameron King. I am the 4-H Youth Development Agent for the Midlands region. Within the Midlands region, we cover Orangeburg County, Calhoun County, Bamberg County, and Barnwell County. At the Food and Fitness Camp, campers learned knife safety, cutting techniques, food and kitchen safety. Campers gained cooking confidence by reading recipes and cooking completions. Camp concluded with a mystery cooking completion. Teams presented their prepared dishes to judges, and a winning team was selected. The fitness component of the camp included exercises and instructional swimming lessons. The Vibing with Food and Fitness Camp was very influential, not only for the campers, but for me as an agent as well. The camp allowed the children to get hands-on experience, pushing lifetime wellness through an array of activities that they can take home and enjoy, promoting generational well-being and fitness. All right, Sam, back to you.
Thanks, Cameron. I'm hoping our campus can now help mom or dad prepare meals at home. Now let's travel to the PD region where Kendra McInnes, 4-H agent, hosted the 4-H Teen Civic Engagement Camp. Kendra?
I'm Kendra McInnes, 4-H Youth Development Agent in the PD region. This summer, South Carolina State staff and our summer interns, along with some guests of the community, they educated on civic affairs, conflict resolution, and they also learned the importance of giving back to their community. This summer, the kids had an opportunity to learn how to listen before they speak. They also learned how to give their impact on things that are going on within their community. Pretty much having a voice, knowing when to use that voice in a positive manner. They also found out the importance of voting, how if they go out into the community and they vote, things could actually happen to make a change in their community. Now, let's take a look of the recap of the video. So, the 4-H Youth Development Teen Civic Engagement Camp that's being held in Dillon, South Carolina. The purpose of this camp is just to teach these kids about the importance of using their voice, the importance of getting out and if there's issues that they have within their schools, their communities, getting out and speaking up on it. Also teaching them the concepts of learning how to vote and how voting makes decisions, help them to make good decisions for their counties or within their cities.
In my younger days, I was a 4-H'er. I participated in the 4-H programs, and I know what it meant to me and the experiences that I had while a 4-H'er. I still utilize those skills and knowledge today in my everyday life, even as a state senator. And so I think it's so important to have these type programs and help give our children, our younger children, a broader experience.
I've learned definitely a lot. We've learned a lot about politics, different branches, judicial, legislative. The legislative, they make laws and they pass them, and the executive, they kind of enforce them. And they all work separately, but as a group in a way as well.
The Civic Engagement Camp is very immersing. I really like it. It's very enjoyable. SC State has really put me out there. I've done a lot of activities. I've been to Washington, D.C. I've been to Orangeburg. I visited their campus. And I went on a camp last year to McCormick.
This is the first one here in Dillon County for this type of program, but I'm looking forward to seeing this ongoing for many, many years to come.
Back to you, Sam.
Thanks, Kendra. Don't go anywhere. Let's take a look at what South Carolina State PSA is doing throughout the state in 1890 in 90 seconds. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Growing Palmetto. I hope you enjoyed this show. I'm Sam Felder, 4-H Camp Director. As you can see, at South Carolina State Extension 1890, we're continuing to improve lives by providing access to opportunities for all youth at South Carolina State. Through quality youth programming and positive youth development, we will make the best better. And if you have children or know kids that would love to attend one of our camps, be sure to register them or tell them about our offerings.